So Vladivostok is, the main city, the artery of the mission, and there's some other smaller satellite cities surrounding it, and then a few, like they call them, the outcast cities, that are more up north or out in the island. But Vladivostok, as itself, if you've ever seen videos or pictures of San Francisco and Oakland, lots of hills and just rolling hills and pavement roads and lots of buildings lining them. It's very interesting how the streets aren't on a grid system. So if you're used to grid systems, you can put that on hold for 2 years and learn a new system. Street names, all right, and areas and bus stops. The city of Vladivostok hugs a bay, and the bay is rather skinny, kind of like a finger bay that goes in like this. And the city comes out on a peninsula and wraps around and goes this way. And I think the bridge is now complete. There was a worldwide economic conference that was hosted in Vladivostok just in the last year or two. And only then did they build this big bridge over the bay. Before that, you had to go on a bus and trek through traffic all the way around the bay just to get to the other side. And that was quite a feat to travel that. And it's amazing. Some of the hills I went on were just, I felt like were vertical. It was so cool, just hiking upstairs, and these, one building that was next to it, the roof of it would not even be to the base of the next one. They were so straight up in some areas. Most of the time though, it's the city is just very vibrant with lots of growth, lots of people walking around, and like I said, lots of hills. It's pretty rolly and hilly. Lots of bus stops and big buses, little buses weaving in and out, and the sunrises are beautiful. Since it's on a bay, there's this mist or fog that comes in the morning. It's so pretty, and I have some nice pictures from the apartment window in the morning. Evening time, it's really pretty. Also, the sun will set into the bay, and call it pollution, call it atmospheric, whatever, but the sun just turns this like vibrant red. At least we're in the summertime, and then it sets into the bay, and you can see some big tankers out there, out in the anchored out there, and it's just a really just scenic view, and very pretty, and quite humid, definitely, and lots of the buildings are older, but there are some new ones, and it's pretty obvious what buildings have been built in the last 10 years compared to those built during the Soviet times. And so it's kind of fun to see what's new, what's old, and you get a feel for the city and what's up and coming compared to what's been pretty traditional and historic part of town. And obviously Russia is always full of monuments and little parks, and they're so pretty, and they have them dotted throughout the city, and that adds a lot of vibrance and, I guess, diversity to the town. And so, call it a concrete jungle, but it definitely has some pretty areas to walk through, and Russian Orthodox temples that add some, I don't know. They add some beauty to the backdrop of the city. So yeah.